right, Gordon Ryan. So you just wrapped up your exhibition with Philip Rowe. What did you think about it, man?
First of all, thank you to Philip Rowe. He's a class act. I love him, and he's got a home whenever he comes to Austin. So, I was very excited and very pleased to get out there and put on an exciting show for him. I think it was great. It went just as planned. I think I wanted to do a little bit more back escaping, but he was kind of hesitant to throw hooks in from turtle when he actually had my back exposed. So I did like one good one, and then I did some mount escapes and side control escapes, and one cool armbar escape maybe. Other than that, I think it was great. I worked on some guard passing, worked on some stuff. He worked on some of his stuff, so I can't complain. I'm just happy to be here.
Gotcha. For the most part, it seemed like everything pretty much went like you said it would. You're going to showcase a lot of your escapes, got some submissions in there. Was there anything about the match or anything about Philip specifically that surprised you, though?
He has abnormally big hands. Like when he put his hands on me, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like his hand's like twice the size of mine. My hands aren't small. Like he covered my whole face with his hand. But everything else was like pretty much what I expected. I've seen him grapple before. He competed at Who's Number One. He was actually doing a bunch of local circuit shows when I was on the local circuit years ago, 5-6 years ago. So I knew what to expect as far as him technically.
Gotcha. And so you're obviously familiar with the haters in jiu-jitsu. You catch a little bit of heat from and stuff, but it sounds like Philly Fresh was catching a little bit this time. Do you have anything you would say to people like hating on Philly Fresh for taking a match like this?
I mean, think about him as an athlete. I mean, this isn't the sport that he's trying to excel at. He's trying to excel in professional mixed martial arts and specifically the UFC. There's nothing negative besides an injury that could have happened during the match. Nothing negative that could have came from doing this match. I mean, the worst case scenario is he gets embarrassed. Let's say he gets submitted 15 times or 20 times in 15 minutes. He gets embarrassed, and then he goes home with all these new tools that he just saw, and all the moves that we just went over, and he just felt me do. And he gets to take those back and implement them into his game, and he has tape to watch of the match, and he can take what we just did tonight and use it in his actual career and beat people up in the UFC with it.
You said obviously Philip has a home or a place to stay. If he comes here, you think you'd be interested in training with Philip Rowe in the future or anything?
Yeah, well, that's what I meant the first time. Like if he comes here and he's in Austin and he wants to train him or his team, I know he trains very closely with Jacare and Hidalgo. So if those guys come out or they come out with him, or he comes out by himself or with any other of his teammates, he's always welcome to train wherever we're at, whether it's RGA Austin or our new school once we get it opened.
Gotcha. And then when it comes to the return of Gordon Ryan, how did it feel to be back out there under the lights and everything? Where do you think you're at now after an exhibition with your return?
It felt great. I'm just happy to be there. Happy that I'm healthy enough to even get out and compete on the stage. I'm right now I'm like 2 weeks into like a 6-week initial treatment for my stomach. So I'm definitely not going to come back until I finish this full treatment, which could range anywhere from like the next 6 weeks to whoever knows how long. They have to treat I have 4 different issues. They have to treat each one individually and then retest me after every individual treatment to see where my levels are. And then if it's okay, then they move to the next thing. If it's not, then they have to do more treatment. So it gets kind of interesting. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm staying positive and hoping that I'll be back out here sooner than later.
Gotcha. Is there anything else you want to say, Gordon?
No. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I want to do more of these exhibitions, provided you guys want to see them. I definitely want to do more of these. I want your opinions on the match. What do you guys think about the match? Was it exciting? Was it not? What do you want to see me do in more upcoming exhibitions? What part of my game do you want to see more that you haven't seen? So I'm just excited to be here, excited to perform for the fans, excited to get out there and get on the stage.
Awesome. Thanks, Gordon.
Yep.